Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Vesta Angels Tarot. This is going to be a reading for April 28th, 2025. I hope everybody is well. So, I just decided to come on and do your energy check in reading. I do have something else I need to do today that don't go in here. I was very tired yesterday, so that's why I didn't come on. So the readings that we do need to do, like Jupiter leaves Taurus and moves to Gemini, and a couple of more, we will start those on tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. Okay, so I have those dates planned for that. But I wanted to come on and give you some message for somebody who may need a little bit of information. You got dreams coming true, Nine of Cups in reverse. And this could be about anything: job, career, employment, love, relationship, dating, somebody old, somebody new. You know how it goes, okay? Don't take every reading about an ex. You got to have and keep optimism about fresh and new things, new beginnings, okay? If you keep applying everything that you read, look at, and see regarding an ex, then that continuously means that you have not gotten over that person. It doesn't even negate the fact that you're not seeing them or speaking to them. Okay? So that means your energy within is still resonating for and with that person. In other words, that means you have not gotten over that person. If you're more if you're not looking more or having more optimism about meeting somebody new and excited about, wow, okay, I'm finna meet somebody new, but the first time somebody comes on about a reading, your mind goes to an X. Okay? So, this just word for thoughts. We got rebuild in reverse. Still having a little issue about either rebuilding something materially, financially, internally, emotionally, because she does have her heart centered highlighted here. Let's see what else it says. Okay, so we do have Three of Pentacles, or partnership and alliances, in the upright. So that's good. Something that was it's something that didn't happen, not given to you. It didn't work out very well. It wasn't built or created on the greatest basis, whatever that may be, or the greatest, it wasn't the greatest intentions by two people, because it will take partnership and alliance, right? It will take, or need to take, two people to create a partnership, to have an alliance, to build something, right? Um, Now, things can be built by one person or singular. So that will be something that you're wanting to create magician energy about and for yourself. Magician energy is single, okay? The magician is not here. I don't believe that card is the magician. I have to check into it. I never read it as the magician, but I'm speaking of magician energy right now for whatever reason, okay? So it may have something to do about the reading, but usually, not usually, but when the hermit and also the magician comes out, those are single card or single people energy, okay? All about one's self. Now, I do practice Vedic Sidereal or Jasti on this channel. So in Vedic Sidereal, the sun is still in Aries for my channel. Now, if you're tropical, Western, or something else, then I believe y'all say y'all may be in Taurus. But for me, Aries is April the 15th through May the 15th. Okay? Aries is first house. Aries energy, like the Emperor, is also a singular, right? I teach y'all, you, yourself, and I, yourself. First house Aries is the sun. It's your soul. It's you. It's your personality, your persona, your appearance, your physical body. Okay. Um, and so I don't know why I'm talking about a lot of singular energy. So, some of you also could be or experiencing or about to experience a separation and or breakup. This could be something that is not a dream that didn't come true for you. Whether to keep that partnership together or to continue to date somebody or continue to have an alliance or be part of a company, etc., etc. Okay? So, building new networks, new friends. We also had that card to come out, I think, in the last reading. Network, internet, socializing, um, meeting new people romantically, dating also can be friendships. Meeting new people, you know. What is this? This is, see there, I was just talking about alone. Feeling alone in reverse. That's why I was saying I'm getting a lot of energy about singleness, singlehood. Um, Not necessarily feeling alone. Some of you may. There's not a very good energy to be in. Um, but I'm glad that the card did come in reverse. Okay. Some of you can be coming out of this energy of, you know what, I'm not gonna feel alone. And I tell everybody too, for me, myself, and I'm alone, but I'm not lonely. Those are two different things, but sound very similar. You know, don't mistakenly put together being alone and tell yourself that you're lonely. Because when you do that, you also take away your own sense of alliance to yourself. You take away this rebuild card in reverse. You take away things that you have rebuilt within inside of yourself. Um, things that you have built up inside of yourself, courage, strength, coming out of stress and anxiety and worryation, overthinking, um, wish fulfillment, contentment that we should have for ourselves, within ourselves. And the more that we have that for ourselves, then we're able to love and to be loved by other people. Okay? Because remember, people cannot fulfill you the way, emotionally, the way that you should or can first. Okay? And I feel that that's a lot of something that a lot of people still work on. That they get into marriages, relationships, and date people to fulfill a void, but that void always should be filled by you. Feeling alone in reverse. Okay? Hopefully that this is some of you saying, you know what, I'm not feeling alone. I'm ready to meet new people, build new partnerships, make new friends, get myself up and out, rebuild this within inside of myself, also in the energy around or surrounding me, and allow my dreams to come true. Make my own dreams come true. Good. Four of Wands. Foundation and achievements. Some of you also may be having some visitors in the next couple of days, next couple of months, or more than usual. It can be neighbors, or you could be visiting like places in your community, in your neighborhood, getting yourself up and out, you know, meeting new people, networking. All right. Healing begins in the upright, so that's good. All right. Healing begins now after separation, somebody moving out, moving on, moving away, creating a new area, a new space, building back or retrusting again, a partnership, uh, um, not partnership, but rebuilding or connecting back with family also. They can be close knit or extended families, um, achievements, support, alliance, foundation, home, nurturing, caring. Okay. So for Vedic sidereal, Mars is now in Cancer and will be there until June. It was retrograde in Gemini, and then it went direct in Gemini, and then now is retrograde in Cancer. Again, if you're a tropical Western, then I think they said it was in Leo and Cancer, back and forth, back and forth. But for the past months, the past really 6 months, has only been in Gemini and Cancer for Vedic sidereal. Okay, so redoing your home, cleaning up, decluttering also is the energy that I'm getting here. That also will help and to start healing process. You'll be surprised on how much better you'll feel when you're cleaning, when you're decluttering, when also sometimes you get rid of memories, nostalgic material items. Because when you tend to hold on to those type of things, it does hold a place of energy inside of your home and also inside of your heart, as a sense of connectedness. Okay. Somebody here also is saying that you don't want to rebuild something. You thought something was going to work out or turn out good. You thought it was going to be a good friend, um, a new person to date, hang out with, that you could reconnect with the best friend, friends from the past. Um, but let's see. Oh, I guess not. See, that's what I was saying about a dream not coming true, a wish fulfillment. This Three of Swords can be current energy, but it also can be something that has already happened for some of you, especially because of the rebuild card here in reverse. Um, you're not quite sure on welcoming something back into your heart space. Okay, you maybe for some of you, you tried to be friends or have a partnership with them before something happened. You realize that no, this is not going to work. You separated yourself or they separated from you. And like I said in the beginning, you know, being alone and feeling lonely is two different things. But there is some type of still of heart attachment here. Remember I said that she was highlighting her heart? There it goes here. Okay? So now this may not be all of your reading. This could be, you could be saying, hey, I know this person that I had to leave alone. This is probably them speaking to me through this reading, etc. They are hurt, okay, that something did not work out. And some of you may say, well, it was their fault. Um, if it is, it is, and they'll have to live with this Three of Swords. There's no point of taking the sword and digging it in any deeper. If they're heartbroken because they did not um, go after this wish fulfillment to have and to keep you in your life, then let them experience their Three of Swords. Okay? They'll have to deal with it. They'll have to learn from it and by it, and learn that because they're feeling it. Okay. They also have to learn that they lost a great alliance. They broken that trust. They could not have this partnership, this friendship, this love ship, this marriage, or whatever the case may be, with you anymore. Okay. It also can be pending for some of you, where you're in question. Uh, are we about to separate? I'm feeling like this is something or somebody I can't trust. Um, you're thinking about, let me go ahead and start my healing from this because I'm in a great space. I'm not feeling alone, but I'm ready to meet and create new things. Okay. Knight of Swords in reverse. Let's go ahead and get the rest of the cards. So, whatever the conversation is, there is none right now. If this person at some point of time, whether they're new or old, family, co workers, whatever it is, or even you were very communicative. It was a lot of messaging, seeing each other, wanting to see each other. It was a lot of that back and forth at some point of time. But then it was either realized by you or an action was done by the other person that led to this Three of Swords. Okay? Whether they stopped texting, calling, showing up, they slowed up on their interest. Um, it was not close knit as it used to be. There's the optimism, like I was saying, Three of Wands. Whoever this is, you or somebody else, I'm glad that optimism is here. Okay, I'm ready to start. I'm ready to begin. Um, I'm ready to rebuild whatever blank that you need to rebuild. Something when inside of you, um, moving to a new place, building a friendship, getting back in contact with somebody. Don't have to be a lover, it could be a friend or somebody. Um, but this is like new energy, okay? Two of Pentacles in reverse. So some of you also are feeling very optimistic, maybe about the summertime coming up because you may have more free time. So some of you can be maybe in the educational field because school or something or college will be out. Some of your time will also be freed up. Some of you, you may not be employed right now, um, or looking to replace one job or something with another one. And you're optimistic that yes, somebody as a company, a partnership, will look at my application or, give me a call back because I'm staying optimistic about rebuilding my network in this specific job genre or something like that. Okay. But the Two of Pentacles in reverse for me is you do need to, not need to, but I do see here, because I don't like to tell anybody what to do. I just give the information and you take it for however you want to use it, right? Um, some of you, unfortunately, are optimistic that something will be separating, breaking up, leaving, or finally leaving, or have left because the Two of Pentacles is in reverse. So somebody here is not quite as busy, um, or interested in keeping, and let's just say interacting with it. Okay. Now, Two of Pentacles can be it. Pentacles is time, money, and energy. Okay. Um. So somebody here, it seems like, is being optimistic in the near future. Less than 2 days, less than 2 months, less than 2 weeks. For some of you, less than 2 hours. About having some time freed up. So maybe somebody may have some off days coming up, where they, Four of Wands, can visit to your home, or you can visit to somebody home, and some type of healing here or trust can be rebuilt. Um, Learn how to trust me again. Um, Keep me as an alliance. I want to build on this partnership. hmm Um, I'm not going to juggle you and this other person anymore. Because the Pentacles can be anything. It could be two people, two jobs, um, a side hustle and a job, going to school and work, family, work. It don't always mean two people, such as relationships. Okay, you can also, Two of Pentacles, have two companies that are thinking about having a partnership with you. Because anytime you create an application and apply to work, that's a partnership. You're becoming a partnership to that company anytime you apply to work somewhere. So that's why I keep saying partnership, right? Um, Seven of Wands in reverse, and let's go ahead and get the last one. Somebody here is also seeing and learning, or have learnt, Knight of Wands, that they better free up some time, or make use of something while they got you here. Okay, because once somebody here, either you or the other person, goes into this healing, it will be a huge disconnect, and it will be a while before you or somebody here wants to be open to reestablish something with somebody. Okay, in other words, once somebody goes into like a hermit mode, that's it. Or a high priestess mode, that's it. It's gonna be a while. You may not even hear from that person. It may be some ghosting. It may be a sense of disappearing. They may actually disappear, or you may actually disappear. Um, Once a person goes into either one of those cards, even the Hangman energy, you will start to think otherwise. You will go into contemplation, a choosing type of reflection. This is also why the Two of Pentacles here is in reverse, next to a Seven of Wands in reverse. Somebody here is choosing to open up, okay, to express something, Knight of Wands, um, to begin to do or put some type of action, okay. Well, I forgot about the Death card. Once the Death card also comes out, it could be um that somebody was already in some type of contemplation mode for a while, and now they have decided to end something, finally leave. Like your lease is up, the movers are coming, you know, it's time to vacate, move to a new area, new home. Some of you moving in with family, family moving in with you, a new roommate. This is also the Death card to these other two cards here. Somebody has finally decided to leave a relationship, whether they were living together, dating, married. Um, Now, also with these three last cards, somebody who was very much um, had a sense of blockage and was being very protective, um, very defensive, that also is ending. Now, I'm not saying that this person and or you will immediately, well, I do have the Knight of Wands. That's going to be different for everybody. They could go fast, it could move slow, okay? But for some people, these three cards here also is somebody who was very protective, overbearing, not wanting to let somebody in, not really expressing how they felt, okay, or what they wanted out of something, whether they just wanted to date, whether they just wanted to be friends, whether they really wanted to connect and build on a love relationship. They were thinking about, what should I do? Should I leave this other person and start Three of Wands dating this new person? Should I allow myself to be all in, etc., etc.? That also could be coming to an end. Okay? So if you're wondering about that within side of you, very much more sooner than later, how you were feeling like, I don't want this, um, you're going to start to be more open to it. Okay? Or you will begin to heal from it so that you can move on. Knight of Wands. Okay? All right, let's throw out a couple of oracle real quick. Thank y'all so much for. Oh, I left some cards out. I have to shuffle these to see if anyone. It was part of that deck. Just to see if something wanted to come out. You're never supposed to leave any cards behind, because one of these could have been part of your message. So let me see. I have been looking on Temu, because y'all need a new box for all of my cards. I have so many, and those little keepsake storage box, they're tearing up on me because I have so many cards. So I've been looking on something as some type of storage box to put y'all cards in. Um, but my Virgo ascendant is making me be cheap. Okay, conflict and defeat, which is like the Five of Swords, Five of Wands. Clarity of belief. So that's what I was saying. And excuse me, there's stuff on my hands. Clarity of belief. Like I said, somebody is about to come in with the transformation, the butterfly energy here, right? This clarity of belief is what I was talking about somebody coming in now with action and communication. Okay? And look, Four of Wands here. To express how they feel, they know now, or you know now, that some type of clarity is also needed, or you will get the clarity that you need, whether it's from a company, whether it's information that you're waiting on, whether it's information from about an application you applied, whatever it is. Okay, information about a person you're dating. Do you want to do this or not? Are you still messing around with other people? Are we gonna stay married? Whatever it is, okay, you're about to get clarity in your belief. The period of time is over where you were in contemplation mode, you were in wondering mode. Energy communication had stopped, or it kind of eased up. You were trying to stay hopeful, you know. You were trying to, or willing to make free time to be for this person, or whatever you got to do or to finish. Okay, that time also is closing up near, because now you're almost finished with that project, whatever you had going on. You're almost finished with the time period of you and this person. What are we going to do from here type of time period. Okay, because you were about to, or were, some of you, very defensive. You were starting to get ready to put your guards up. Some of you did. But now you had a new lease on your inspiration and your thoughts. And you like, okay, hey, I need clarity in my belief. So I'm going to ask, or Give this person a chance to say something or to do something before either you take action and move forward, or this is this person about to take action and also to move forward. Okay. All right. So now let's clarify. We're just going to use these real quick. All right. Because I'm also waiting on a package, and I'm not quite sure on when the delivery person will knock on the door. See, they're single, not in a relationship. That's what I keep saying about, is this pending on somebody staying and remaining single and decisive about dating and going into something further? Or is this about somebody becoming single that was dealing with somebody else, and now they're having a clarity of belief that it's finally over? Okay. Somebody also could be very optimistic about moving in together, creating a life, creating a family, creating a home together. I mean, that could have been. Sorry about that, y'all. People upstairs are remodeling, so it's a lot of construction going on. If you hear a lot of noise in the background, it sounds like straight demolition. Well, it is. They're tearing out cabinets and redoing the floor and all type of stuff. It's so annoying. There go the transition and change. This is why the death card is here that I was talking about. This is also the Three of Wands. In the midst of transition and change. Okay? And you don't want anything or anybody to stop your optimism, whether it's going to be with them or you're going to go single and have optimism for your future. Okay? Either way, it can be good, but nothing ever only lasts, or don't ever think your results is only about one person that you didn't get with. If it didn't work out, y'all didn't come together, you don't want to date them anymore or move in together, or you ready to break up, okay, keep your optimism for your transition and change for your future. You get what I'm saying? Because you have inner growth here. uh Somebody not feeling whole, whether they're missing you, unfinished business, unresolved situation. It's a couple of storylines here, and I hope I'm not really confusing a lot of people. See there, remember I was talking about courage and strength? There we go. Before I turn this over, we got not single. Somebody not single is missing and thinking of you. You're part of their inner growth because they feel less than half without you. Because I feel that whatever this is, it was supposed to become a partnership. It was supposed to become a bond strengthening relationship and or marriage. Okay. Whether that's for the future coming up and somebody don't realize it yet, or this was somebody from the past that broke this alliance. They now miss you, but they moved on or moved in or started dating or being with somebody else, or if they were already doing that, they continued on with that person and it left you alone. Okay, you separated and you went your own way. It's a couple of different stories here, which I usually don't get too many, but today, okay, it's something new. So the change and the transition, remember I was saying here about your optimism, about the way you were feeling about something is about to come to an end, because your healing has already begun or is starting, and you're about to have and to meet new partners, new people, make new alliances, network, socialize, meet somebody new to date, experience new friendships, move to a new community, whatever it is. You're having and going through this change transition. Okay. So, yes. So, whatever that was, it has now became resolved. Let's just say in divine timing is resolved. Now, if it's not within you, then you're still in this process. But I'm going to tell you now, it will begin to fade more quicker than maybe you want it to. Because, like I said in the beginning, some of you may still be trying to hold on to it with the rebuild card inside of your feelings and emotions, and especially inside of your mind, because it did not turn out as a dream come true or a wish fulfillment. Like, I really wanted that person, I really wanted to date, I really wanted to create something with them. That was my person. I wanted them to be the one, but for whatever reason it didn't turn out that way. And even if you did move on, date, and do whatever, that situation is still inside of you. It's still in your mind. It's still in your heart. You can deny it all you want to. I see it here. But there's nothing wrong with that. Time heals. Okay? This is why it says healing begins. Because as you continue to hopefully keep optimism about new starts, new beginnings, and meeting and making new alliances and partnerships and new people to date, new people to hang out with, right? That's your change in your transition. Now, for some of you, if we're talking about somebody, like I said, a current or a past person, for whatever reason, they don't have the courage right now to resolve this with you. They're not as busy as they're saying they are. Okay. So if they're saying they're so busy, they that now they may be a little tired from working or doing a little, a couple of things. I'll give them that. But they can be able to open up to you more. There's no excuse for that. Remember I kept talking about ghosting and disappearing? There it go. Y'all know everything I already tell you, the cards are going to come out. I use the cards as a tool of divination. I don't really need them. Reconciliation, rebuild again in reverse. So, in other words, this person soon will have the courage, new or old, or even you, to come out of the Knight of Swords in reverse. Like I said, you haven't been really seeing them. Either one of you or both of you kind of disappearing each other. Do we rebuild this or try this again, or do we pick up where we left off if this is somebody new? Um, if they were dealing with something that's besides you, um, oh, I was just gonna say that they don't want to rebuild something with somebody else, and because of that, they're going through this transition. It just threw me a curveball because now I'm wondering, did your person have intimate connection with another person? Not you. For some of you, unfortunately, this person, let me see. Oh, it threw me a curveball. I like that. Give me a minute. Because I see two storylines here. Some of you, this person you're dealing with, new or old, the person that they were dealing with appeared back for a sex and a good time connection. But not wanting to rebuild the partnership or relationship. Now, this also can go for you. If you've been intimate with this person at whatever point of time, and since then they kind of ghost and disappeared, they don't want to reconnect and have intimate again. Okay. Hurting in reverse and not today in reverse. Okay, so hurting, agonizing pain. Oh, this just got juicy and interesting. Okay, so is this person saying to you first that they don't want to hurt you? So they are trying to, that's the reason why they were ghosting and disappearing from you, is to try to disconnect from the sex, to keep from hurting you because they're in transition and change by still missing you, but also missing something else that they're trying to drop the ball on. Two of Pentacles in reverse. You understand what I mean? Now, this also could be you saying this. This also could be the person from your past saying this. That in their mind, also one of their wish fulfillment, to the Knight of Wands here, is that they want to have a chance to reappear, to have sex with you again, okay? But be able to do that without hurting you, because hurting you means that you really want relationship, but they don't want to give you that. So not today in reverse is boundaries, again, with the hurt in reverse. Avoiding, okay, not avoiding conversation, dealing with something and not upset. So even with the word boundaries here in reverse, you got the Seven of Wands in reverse also. That's what I was saying about somebody dropping their boundaries. Remember I said about being overprotective. They were being overprotective, very defensive. Either you was acting like that, they were acting like this. I'm just playing in my braids. Um, so like I said, this can be, sooner than later, less than 2 weeks, less than the next 2 days for some of you, that this person may want to reach out for you. I don't know how you feel about that, for an intimate good time. Because they're not, it's going to be in a very painful or hurtful heart chakra. Okay, their boundaries will be down. I'm giving you clue information. If you're wanting to really talk about how you're both going to transition from there. But please be careful about using sex as a way to intimately connect with the person, because that doesn't work. And most adults should know that by now, okay? That sex doesn't mean commitment. So be very careful. Travel, experiencing new things, told you that. Y'all will be traveling. Mars is in 4th house of Cancer. Like I said, somebody will be able or wants to travel towards you. And we got cheating, broken trust, and reverse. So somebody wants to, or you will, come towards you to tell you that they're not cheating anymore, or to try to rebuild your trust. So I probably need to change the title of this. Somebody wants to rebuild their trust within you. Now, I don't know how you're going to take that. I don't know who this is for. Especially dealing with past people, that can get very complicated. Vesta, they did this, they did that. I get it, I understand. So always replay the reading back and figure it out. Look at the cards. Okay, service in reverse. Some of you are very tired from working from your job very much. You don't have as much free time. Probably just your off days that you have. Work is needed to see trust again. Work is needed to rebuild this trust. And I also see honesty. Don't worry. And abundance in reverse. Give me one more. A lack of gratitude and grief. Like I said, if somebody didn't put the work in and they lost your trust, or you lost somebody trust because you failed to put the work in, uh don't worry. This person needs or wants to be honest, or the best thing for you is to be honest. They do need to show gratitude to rebuild this trust. Also have gratitude for yourself. Rebuild this trust within inside of yourself. Continue to work on that, because it is affecting your abundance here. Now, I know this was kind of lengthy, but read the cards, go back over it, think about what I said. For some of you, this hasn't happened yet, but I do see a timing of the next 2 to 3 days, the next 2 to 3 weeks. For some people, the next 2 to 3 hours. Okay. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one.